serving the greater diverse community. With Cedars, Kaiser, and the U within easy driving distance, it had no reason to exist. I knew all of that because during the pediatric phase, I'd evaluated a 9-year-old boy whose broken femur had been set incompetently at Westside, leading to the possibility of a permanent limp. My job had been to tell the court how that would impact a kid psychologically. Not profound findings, but the plaintiff's attorney needed someone like me to spell them out. Milo said, "Any ideas?" I said, "Rewind." He relinquished his desk chair so I could manipulate the tape's stop and freeze. His office on the second floor of the West Side station is closet-sized and windowless, and once he's on his feet, he displays all the serenity of a bear in a trap. Stomping out to the corridor armed with his cell phone, he turned right. Diminishing, heavy footsteps said he'd walked a ways. Then they stopped, none of the usual pacing, probably calling the coroners. For the third time since I'd been there. After my 5th viewing of the tape, I went out to the hallway. Milo was 30 feet away, just standing there, a black eyebrow tented. He walked toward me. "Spot anything?" I said, "Maybe the techies can get a more precise height estimate, but he's good-sized, probably tall as you, and solidly built. The way he lifts and carries says he's strong and practiced, so he could work a job requiring muscle. Or he spends a lot of time in the gym." His nod said he'd reached the same conclusions. Twisted lips said he'd hoped for more. I looked at his phone. "Any progress at the crypt?" He smiled. "Good guess. Scratch that excellent intellectual reasoning." He pocketed the phone. "Nah, it was a busy night. She hasn't even been moved to storage. One promising development, Basha just came on shift, and she promised to facilitate." Dr. Basha Lopatinski is his favorite forensic pathologist. Smart, hard-working, inevitably cheerful, she'd been a tenured professor in Poland, had finally gotten board certification in the U.S. I said, "Go, Basha." He said, "If I was oriented that way, I'd try to marry her. Let's get some coffee." We took the stairs down to the ground floor, exited onto Butler, continued north to Santa Monica Boulevard, then west along the weekend quiet thoroughfare. Warm, sunny Saturday. Beautiful weather always seems cruel when you're dealing with the loss of a human being. But that's L.A., seductive and perverse. Milo's grimly set mouth set the tone. Time to walk in silence. He'd arrived at the death scene at 3:30, and it was now just over 7 hours later. His green eyes were sharp, but the rest of him looked shop-worn, pock-marked pallor clashing harshly with coarse black hair, dirt-gray windbreaker, rumpled irretrievably, brown khaki cargo pants worn low and freed from the swell of his gut, sagging sadly. New desert boots, though, tan with pink soles. Likely a gift from Rick, who'd long given up trying to spiff up his partner's wardrobe. The exception, replacing boots defeated every few months by their wearer's bulk. Only an hour had passed since Milo's call at 9:45, but it felt like much longer. When my phone vibrated on the kitchen counter, Robin and I were finishing a late breakfast and sharing bits of omelette with our little French bulldog, Blanche. Robin reached over, retrieved the phone, read my screen, and grinned. We squeaked through. "Big guy?" "Who else?" I put the phone on speaker. "Morning. What's up?" "Hope you're not busy." Robin smiled, kissed me, and got up. Before following, Blanche cocked her head curiously. I said, "Promise you a walk."